When it comes to babies, I think there are 3 things that we can all agree on. 1, baby giggles are the cutest. 2, somehow babies always smell really good. And 3, babies have a lot of stuff considering they're such tiny little humans. I've gotten a lot of requests from you guys to share more mom and baby related stuff here on my channel now that I am a new mom, so I am going to mix some stuff into my channel occasionally, and today I'm going to help you tackle the 3rd thing on that list, which is nursery organization and storage, and I'm going to share with you some of my favorite nursery hacks. Let's go. Okay, so my first tip is to consider going for non-traditional baby furniture. One example would be going for a dresser instead of a changing table. A dresser is going to give you a ton more storage, not to mention it's going to transition into a child's room better when you no longer need a changing table for your kid. If you buy a changing pad, they all come with pieces that will affix it to the top of a dresser so it's nice and secure, and then when you no longer need it, you can just remove it. So the dresser that I have here, not only do I have room for the changing table, my diaper caddy, all of my changing stuff like burp cloths, diapers, but I can also store all of Miles's clothes and whatnot as well. You guys don't be jealous of my amazing slippers, okay? Alright, for our next hack, let's take a look inside of drawers. Guys, baby's clothes are so stinking small. You guys, it's so little. But because they're so small, it's really easy for them to become a mixed up mess when you try to store them in drawers. Now, a tip that somebody gave me is to instead roll your baby clothes. So when you're putting away your onesies and your sleep and plays, just fold the sleeves in and then roll them up and store them vertically. This is not only a huge space saver, but you can see all of your clothes at once and easily grab what you need. Not to mention, you don't have to worry about folding tiny little baby shirts. Total game changer. Another problem with baby clothes is that your baby is going to grow out of sizes really, really quickly. So something that I suggest you do is keep a plastic storage bin stored away somewhere in the nursery. This way, when you realize a piece of clothing is too small for your baby, you can cry over the fact that your baby is growing like way too fast. And then just throw it in the bin. This way, when the bin is full, you can mark it as like newborn clothes or 0 to 3 month, throw it into your attic or your basement. It's stored away. It's a super easy way to keep your dresser organized and to make sure that all of your clothes are organized when you go to store them away. Alright, another good tip is to make use of space underneath your crib. Get some under the bed storage or just get some cardboard storage bins and use this extra space to store some of your less used items. I have one that's a box of toys, one with food related items, one with shoes and winter clothing. It's a great way to make use of some extra storage space. Okay, this next hack I got from a good friend who had a baby 3 months before me, which I feel like is just a hack in itself. Like if you have friends with babies, just like check out their nursery and see what smart things they're doing. But this is for children book storage, and this is to use IKEA spice racks. They are the perfect size to store children's books, and they are $5 each. They come in natural wood, but obviously you could paint them whatever color you want them to be, and they just hold books perfectly. Now, if you don't have an IKEA near you, you can also get these on Amazon. They're a little bit more expensive on Amazon, but still really cheap. I think I got a set of 6 of them for like 40 or 50 bucks. So they're still a way better deal than pretty much any other shelf or bookshelf you're going to buy. A fun fact you might not know about me is my degree from college is actually in elementary education. I was an elementary school teacher. I taught preschool for a few years, and then I actually taught English as a second language for multiple years. So I am a huge children's book junkie. I love them. Let me know in the comments down below, what is your favorite children's book? Okay, this next hack sort of started as an accident for me, but it has been awesome to have, and that is to just get yourself a set of hooks. Whether you buy like a whole bar of hooks or you just get some command hooks, these act as a great way to just hang like a lot of your most used items that you don't have to store away every single time, like muslin, swaddles, your diaper bag, the baby towel, what have you. And they're just an easy access. You don't have to store them away every single time. And I also find that nowadays there's such like beautiful swaddles that we're all buying for our babies. It kind of like looks pretty to have your cutest swaddles hanging as well, so it's functional and adorable. Alright guys, that does it for my nursery hacks. What I want to do now is actually just give you guys a mini nursery tour, because I've had a lot of requests to show Miles's nursery like on Instagram and on my blog, and honestly I'm not like a home decorator really. Not to mention taking pictures of a room is just not like my strong suit, so I wouldn't even know how to take pictures and show you guys what it looked like. So I thought I would just give you a little tour of Miles's nursery. Okay, so we will start with his little like crib area over here. One of the very first things that we bought for his nursery was this I Wanna Believe poster. My husband and I love the X-Files, and we just thought it was a really cute piece for a boys' room. And so it ended up being one of the pieces that we kind of used to help us pick decor for the rest of the room. It was actually this poster and this rug were the two like first things I bought. So obviously you can tell I'm not really a theme person, so there isn't a huge theme going on to Miles's nursery. I did try to think of things that kind of went together, but I also just wanted it to be fun and eclectic because that's kind of what I think of children's rooms as. So the next piece we got was this hanging. I got it from minted.com. I love Minted because it's all small artists and they sell prints of their pieces. I ended up getting this cloud shelf because I feel like it kind of helped tie together like the crib with everything else that we had going on from Target. And then I just threw like a few little pieces up here. I don't know, this is like a little toy that somebody gifted us. The M, actually obviously from Miles. This was actually from my bridal shower. My maid of honor had done like an M and a K, and I saved the M because now we can use it for Miles. And then this little star garland, which I just DIY'd myself. I just cut out little felt stars and sewed them together with a little stuffing and put little pom-poms on them. I kind of have a little bit of like a night sky space thing going on a little bit, but I didn't want to overdo it. We also have this little shell here, which Michael's grandma gave to us. Apparently when Michael was 3 years old, they went for like a walk on the beach and he picked this up and he told his grandma to keep it for him forever. So she gave it to us at our baby shower, so now it's sitting here. Then we have our crib. Our crib is from Target. There was another crib that I'd been eyeing forever, and when I went to go buy it, of course, it was sold out. And I ended up getting this one instead, and I really like it. It's just easy. I feel like it's really versatile, and we did go for space crib sheets. I got these on Group Deals, the website, but I will try to find a link to the actual company that makes them. I bought a set of 2 and I just thought that these were really, really adorable. Obviously Miles is not really sleeping in his crib yet. He still sleeps in a bassinet in our room. He only sleeps in here in his DockATot for naps when I'm watching him. So it's okay for us to still have stuff in here, but once he starts sleeping in it, we'll have to take this stuff out. But I just made this little pillow. I'd seen a nursery on Pinterest where somebody had a No Bad Days pillow in their kids' room and I just thought it was really cute. So I just DIY'd it. I bought a white pillowcase at Joann Fabrics and then just put some iron-on letters. Then I bought these 2 just blue velour pillowcases on Amazon. I was just trying to bring in a little bit of the navy since we had the navy in the rug. Like I said, one of the first pieces we bought. So I wanted to bring like a little navy up. And then we just have a few little toys. This was Michael's bear as a child. My mom made this for Miles for Christmas. My mom is like kind of a textile artist. She can make all sorts of fancy stuff, so she made that for him. And then Miles's aunt got him this little sloth rattler, which is like the cutest thing ever. Then over here, like I said, we've got our I Want to Believe poster. We've got all of our books, which we use those IKEA spice racks for. I just love the way that this came out. Miles already loves it when you read to him. I think he just likes hearing your voice. Actually, let me put a clip right here of me reading him a book.
Fingers nervously drumming. I must find a way to stop Christmas from coming. And then, oh, the noise, noise.
And then we actually have like a little space between here, so I just kind of store like his DockATot is there, and then we have this little bear lounger. So it's like a little extra space to store. The only other thing we have over here is a beanbag, which I actually didn't buy for the nursery. We had bought this as extra seating to use in our living room, but I ended up bringing it up here because it's kind of a good little place for him to sit. And so I'll like prop him in here while I read to him, and so it's kind of worked out that we keep it in here. And then I just got a little plant at like the grocery store or something, I can't remember, and threw it in a basket that I got at Marshall's. Alright, moving over, we've got his changing table area. His changing table is from Target as well. Like I said, it's not a changing table. I opted for a dresser, and then I just bought a changing table pad that affixes to the top. I just really liked the stylus dresser. I thought it would transition into like a boy's room really well when he gets a little bit older. We have just a diaper caddy that we got at our shower, which, you know, it's not styled all adorable. It's really just practical. We've got extra burp cloths in here. We have these Munchkin changing pad pieces. These things are a game changer, especially if you have a boy, because boys like to pee when you change them. So basically they're just waterproof mats, and if they get messy or dirty, you can just throw them into the laundry hamper and you don't have to worry about changing your entire changing pad cover every single time the baby has an accident. We do have a diaper wipe warmer, which I actually didn't buy because I asked so many of you guys on Instagram what products you guys regret buying, and like all of you were like, don't get a wiper warmer, it's silly. So I didn't get a diaper warmer, but Miles hated having his diaper changed, and around like a month and a half I realized like the diaper wipes are freaking freezing cold. And I remember Googling a little bit, and a lot of people said that when it's, especially when it's cold weather out, consider warming up the wipes. It makes it easier for the baby. So I bought a warmer. I think it helped a little. I don't know, I use it, we like it. It seems to make changing diapers a little easier for him. So, you know, I don't know, it's like a new mom thing maybe, but I wanted his wipes to be warm. And then we just have like a little mini gallery wall above it. We have this quote from The Sandlot, which is one of my husband and I's favorite children's movies. So you can buy the print on Etsy and then print it out yourself. I just went to Staples because they're super affordable for printing large scale things. And then I got the frame at Michael's when they were doing a huge frame sale. And then this print up above is some watercolor llamas that we bought when we were in Peru on our honeymoon. I bought it specifically for my future baby's nursery. Pretty much I saw it and I was like, that will be an adorable in a nursery, so I got it. Then I wanted to just like tie in a little bit of the space theme over here. So I saw a hanging felt banner like this that said Home Sweet Home with the earth and the moon. I think from like Pottery Barn or something. And I didn't want to pay for it, so I DIY'd this. I literally just cut it all out of felt. Felt is so easy to use. And then just used some felt glue, glued it on there, called it good. Over here we have a Connecticut banner. My husband went to the University of Connecticut, likes all the University of Connecticut sports, so I saw that just like randomly at Marshall's and thought it was really perfect. Not to mention it matched the navy and red of the rug pretty well, so. And then down here we just have a few kind of little sentimental pieces. We have this framed quote from Forrest Gump, which is my husband and I's just favorite movie, period. Obviously we got a lot of movie and TV show references going on here. But I literally just made this on PicMonkey.com, printed it out, got this frame at the Dollar Tree. I got this little NASA space shuttle on Amazon. Again, just kind of trying to bring in a little bit of the space theme all together. This is super, this is like the sentimental shelf here. So the story behind the fortune cookies, if you follow me like elsewhere on Instagram or my blog, you might know that it took us a while to get pregnant with Miles. We struggled with infertility. I lost multiple pregnancies. And the day that we kind of found out we were pregnant and we had gone to our infertility clinic to get tested, we went out for Chinese, and these were the two fortune cookies, like the fortunes that we got inside our fortune cookies. So the one that I got said something spectacular is coming your way, and then Michael opened his and it said you are about to embark on a delightful journey. And it was like an hour or two later that they called us and confirmed that we definitely were pregnant. So we kept those and we framed them and put them obviously in the nursery. This is Michael's baby spoon. This is another gift that his grandma had saved for us. So I just honestly like got this little frame at the Dollar Tree. I painted the back of it and then I just hung it up with some string. And then the last thing we have here is a silver rattle. This was my brother's rattle. Another very sentimental piece. My brother passed away when he was 26. So we just wanted to bring in something that was his. And so my mom gave us this, which was the perfect piece to do that. And then I ended up hanging these little llamas. We got these in Peru as well on our honeymoon. And I wasn't necessarily planning to put them in the nursery, but it was another thing that I was doing trying to help Miles not hate his diaper changes as much. I hung them right above the changing table so he could kind of look at them and keep himself distracted. And it works like 25% of the time. He does like staring up at them. Okay, last few little things, kind of hard to show you because the light is really bright right there, but this is our rocking chair. I like hemmed and hawed over the perfect rocking chair for so long. I wanted something that was a little bit different. I wanted a really bold piece, so I saw this sort of like mid-century design and I really liked it, and then I saw that it came in this bright orange, which is not necessarily the same color as here, but I feel like it kind of ties in the reds and golds here, and then we have the orange in the crib sheets, so I felt like it kind of tied it all together, and I really liked this style a lot. Got it on Amazon. You can actually find it at a few places. They sell it like Wayfair and what have you. And then I just have a little blanket here. My mom made us this llama blanket for Christmas. I also spent forever trying to find a cute side table that matched because I was like, do I go for white? Do I go for the brown that I have over here? But I ended up seeing this one at Marshall's and I feel like it just like matched the wood of the rocking chair really, really well. Little bin underneath for all the millions of stuffed animals he's already been gifted. Water bottle, yeah, I'd always have that when you're nursing. Lamp is another thing for some reason. I like hemmed and hawed over the perfect lamp forever, and I just saw that one at the Goodwill. I was like, okay, perfect, grabbed it, it worked out great. And then I do have a little footstool here. This actually used to be in our living room, but I felt like it worked really well in here, especially when I was doing lots of late night feedings when he was first born. I just kind of grabbed it and threw it up here, and Michael would sit on it when he hung out with me. So it was kind of like an accident piece that we didn't necessarily buy for in here, but it worked out. But that does it for the sort of mini tour of Miles's nursery, which is honestly perfect timing because I'm looking at him right now in the baby monitor and he literally just woke up from his nap. So perfect timing, perfect place to leave this. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do a little bit of mom and baby related stuff just sort of mixed in here just because a lot of you have been asking for it. Just in general, I'm trying to bring a little bit more of my real life into my YouTube channel in 2019. It's one of my goals to just like bring a little bit more of real life here because I do that a lot on Instagram and I want to try to do that here a little bit as well. So let me know in the comments down below, you know, what you liked, what you want to see, all of that. But as always, thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day and I will see you all in my next video.